A favicon is tiny, but it does a lot of work. It sits in browser tabs, bookmarks, search results, mobile shortcuts, and product dashboards. If it is blurry or generic, your site instantly feels unfinished. Today I will show you how to make a crisp SVG favicon from a simple text prompt with SVG Genie. Most favicon generators solve the wrong problem. They resize an image into a pile of files, but they do not help you create the actual icon. If your source artwork is weak, every generated size is still weak. A tiny PNG, a cropped logo, or a random letter mark usually falls apart at 16 pixels. SVG Genie gives you a better starting point. It is an AI SVG generator that can create a simple, scalable website icon from text. You describe the mark, pick a style, preview it, and download a real SVG that stays sharp across favicon sizes. SVG is especially useful for favicons because it stores shapes, not pixels. The browser can draw the same icon cleanly at 16, 32, 180, or 512 pixels. That means one clean vector source can power the whole identity system. The trick is simplicity. A favicon should have one strong silhouette, high contrast, and very few details. Thin lines, tiny text, and complex illustrations disappear when the tab gets small. Think symbol first: a spark, shield, leaf, bolt, letter, mascot head, or geometric mark. Let's make one. I will type simple geometric spark favicon for an AI design tool. Bold purple shape, clean SVG icon, transparent background. That gives SVG Genie the brand category, the visual metaphor, the color direction, and the output format. A few seconds later, we have clean favicon candidates. The shapes are bold enough to survive small sizes, the edges stay crisp, and the output is a real vector file. I can pick a direction, regenerate, or export it immediately. Now test it like a real favicon. Shrink it down. If the icon still reads at 16 pixels, you have a winner. If it turns into a purple smudge, simplify the prompt and generate again. Favicon design is not about detail. It is about recognition at a glance. Style matters too. A line art favicon can feel precise. A flat icon can feel friendly. A circuit style can feel technical. SVG Genie lets you explore those lanes quickly without rebuilding the mark by hand in a design app. The favicon should match the rest of your brand. If your logo is angular, keep the favicon angular. If your product uses rounded friendly shapes, keep that language. With SVG Genie, you can generate supporting icons, app marks, and tiny badges in the same visual family. Because the file is SVG, developers can work with it directly. You can change the fill color, simplify a path, inline it in a component, or hand it to a designer for final polish. You are not stuck with a flattened bitmap that has to be recreated later. For production, keep the SVG as your master file, then export whatever else the platform needs. PNG for app icons, PDF for docs, or specific raster sizes for older tooling. Start vector first, and every export downstream gets cleaner. This is useful for SaaS projects, newsletters, portfolio sites, side projects, browser extensions, documentation pages, and client mockups. Anywhere a website needs a recognizable tab icon, a custom SVG favicon makes the product feel more intentional. One mistake to avoid: do not use your full logo if it has text or fine detail. The favicon is not a miniature billboard. It is a compact brand signal. Use the strongest part of the logo, or generate a simplified companion mark that carries the same personality. SVG Genie is built for exactly this kind of fast, practical vector work. Founders and developers use it when they need polished assets without opening Illustrator, searching stock libraries, or cleaning up broken SVG code by hand. You can try it free with no credit card required. After that, credit packs start at $9. That is a very small price compared with spending an afternoon making one tiny icon look right in every browser tab. So if your site still has a default favicon, fix it today. Go to svggenie.com, describe the icon you want, generate a clean SVG favicon, and ship a sharper tab icon in seconds. Tiny mark, real vector, better brand.